Welcome to Hill Country Hustlers podcast. Today I am with Juan Marquez, owner of NVS Custom and Collisions out towards Ingram, Texas. And he's here today to share his story and how he runs his business and give us a couple tips for being a successful entrepreneur in the Hill Country. So Juan, if you'd like to introduce yourself, maybe tell us where you're from. And
So before I start, so me and my brother run it. Alex Marquez, maybe you've met him. If I'm sure your dad has gone out there a few times, more than he probably wants to. Originally, we're all from Mexico. I'm the youngest out of the family. We were born in Guanajuato. We came here in probably, I would say, 94. Went to school in Ingram. Everyone graduated from Ingram. So we started the business probably beginning of 2011. So yeah, it was just me and my brother, two-man show. One-man show he actually started first, and then I was still in school. And once I graduated college, I helped him, some days whenever I wouldn't go to school, I'd help him. And then I got a degree in criminal justice, actually. And then from there, I'd help him. And then just whenever I had downtime, go there, be at the shop. And then it just started to where we get so busy. I had to be on there all the time, So yeah, it just blew up. Now we're rocking and rolling, trying to grow. It's been having growing pains, but it's good. Good stress to have, I guess.
Really good.
Yeah. So yeah, now we're actually right now probably the busiest we've ever been. So
that's great.
Yeah, we're thankful for that. We're just trying to rock and roll, like I said. So,
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. I'd like to back it up to around the time you started or were getting into it. What were some of those biggest struggles for you and your brother pushing through the initial start?
So at the very beginning, we pretty much rented a small two-bay shop. Struggles were just, I guess, everyone getting the confidence to bring us their vehicles, to know what we were capable of and stuff like that. After that, we kind of linked up with a local small dealership here in Kerrville, and they we're blessed that they trusted us because, at first I guess you would say you're hesitant to take something to someone because you don't know what they do, what they're capable of, what their work is like. So whenever that happened, that's probably the hardest, just thinking like, when's the next job coming in? Once we finish this, what are we doing next? That was the hardest thing. But after a while, things changed. At the beginning, that's the hardest thing. Towards the middle of it, the hardest thing was, okay, now we need to hire someone else. We need to have help. So as things grew, the problems became different problems. At first it was stress like, when's the next job coming? Now it's stress like, we have too much jobs here. We have too much stuff going on. But yeah, like I said, that's the hardest thing probably. And then obviously not making, whenever we started, we weren't making a lot of money, just kind of trying to pay the rent, buy new stuff, buy equipment for the shop. So that was the hardest thing for the business probably. Luckily we were really young. So, we weren't into, we didn't have family. I don't have family right now, but Alex, he has kids and everything. So it wasn't like we were against the wall trying to make big mortgage payments or anything like that. So that kind of helped since we started so young. We were, so I would be 18 at the time. Alex was 20. So, it was pretty good, I guess, without us knowing. We got lucky that we started young and didn't have to deal with all the bills, as now, like you have mortgages or everything like that. So yeah. No, it kind of worked out in a way to, everything you think you have a plan whenever you start a business, but it kind of goes out the window because everything that has, as it's coming, you have to change stuff up. You have to, like reevaluate. Well, what do we got to do now? Like stuff like that. So yeah, other than that, problems, like I said, even today, we have problems, they're just different kind of problems, but yeah. No, it's been good. It's good.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah, like I said, right now we're at the busiest we've probably ever been. So we're thankful for, even if we have, like last night I was there till 8 p.m., working. So we're thankful and we take it as it comes. Like if we have to do it, then it's what we kind of signed up for. We didn't know at the beginning that's exactly what we were signed up for, but yeah, we're very thankful that we, um, just get to work. We love doing what we do. The guys that work with us, they also, you can tell they love doing what they do. So everyone's into, cars, everyone's into trucks, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what you have to do in that business. Like you have to know, like it's not just a job. You have to really like doing it, because sometimes, it's hard work. It's tedious work, and like you have to have a passion for it, so it's not just like
Mm-hmm.
you can do it and go home. It's like people, like, so one of the guys that works with us, he works with us, and then goes home and then he tinkers with his stuff. So, and I have a project truck, and it's just it's a lifestyle that you have to love to do it, and then that's what keeps us going a lot too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
What do y'all try to mainly focus on? Is it cars, trucks, and
So
just body?
so yeah, so our deal is collision. So any kind of accidents, people have on the road, stuff like that. So it's collision and restoration. So there's kind of two sides of the shop. There's a collision side to where, your typical fender benders, accidents, stuff like that. And then we have also the restoration side. So that's a bunch of classic cars, custom cars, and stuff like that. So it's very, very hard juggling both. We've came to a point to where we're very particular which projects we want to take in as far as the restoration side, because they're long projects. We just finished one up, probably I'd say a year ago. That was a 2 year long project. So they're, frame off, from the frame all the way, every bolt is new. So yeah, that's why it becomes very hard juggling both. But
Mm-hmm.
that's that's what we signed up for, so
Yeah.
now we just got to take it as it comes. So yeah.
So you've kind of had to learn the skill of time management with this business now. And
Yeah,
how's that going for you?
I don't know if I've learned it yet, but but I'm trying. Like I said, we just take everything as it comes. We try to plan ahead, obviously,
Mhm.
but there's always stuff, just bumps in the road that we got to deal with. But as far as time management, we try to our best. And a lot of our customers, our repeat customers, thankfully they understand. Like, we're not a big operation, because we try to keep things like the quality of our work. We try to keep it under our hands, that we can,
Yeah.
every car that goes through, me, Alex, will, we decide whenever it's ready. Like we kind of give it the quality inspection of every car. We kind of don't try not to rely on someone else saying, yeah, it's ready to go. And then, I don't look at it. Alex doesn't look at it and send it out the door. We both try to, and then sometimes, Alex will tell me, what do you think? What do you think? I'll ask Alex, hey, what do you think about this? And then we decide that, yeah, we're ready to go and stuff like that. I feel at the beginning, we my goal was just, mine and Alex's goal was, let's blow this thing up. And now I'm like, man, I kind of don't want to do that. I want to stay focused on the quality and everything like that. I don't want to get too big to where it becomes that we're relying on someone else to put out the work that has our name on it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to. I did at the beginning, but now I'm like, I think we're good. We're obviously we always want to grow and stuff like that. But as far as like personnel, I think maybe one or two more, but it would be very manageable for us.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, when you get these big production shops that they're running through cars like crazy. It's almost impossible. And I'm not trying to knock them down, but it is impossible to, keep everything under only one person's eye. You have to rely on a lot of people
Yeah.
to make things happen at that point. So
How many guys do y'all have on the team right now?
right now it's me, Alex, and then three other guys on the team.
Okay, gotcha. How
Yes.
I guess how long have those three guys been in with y'all? Are they kind of newer? Do they rotate or
One of
long term?
So we've actually been lucky. We haven't had that big of turnaround in employees. One of the guys with us, he's been with us for 2 years, and then the other probably two for 2 years, and the other one's about to hit a year and stuff like that. And before that, our employees would usually last 2 years and 1 year. I mean, 3 years. It's not like where it's like we've always had like, say, one or two employees that come in one week and they're like, this is not for me, or they're asking too much to where it's like, well, you're not producing even what you're asking for. So, but me and Alex don't really count those as as employees, as part of the team, because it didn't last long enough to where you knew that you considered them part of a team. And obviously we're grateful for everyone that has gone through and helped us and everything like that, because everyone at their moment helped us out, so but yeah, as far as like little stuff like where it's a 1 week deal, or I wouldn't really count them. So yeah, but now we have a pretty good team to where everyone knows kind of like what we expect and stuff like that. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
What have you learned about managing other people now that you're in that position?
So my toxic trait in the business is probably thinking that every person has the same hustle or drive as we should, and it's not. Everyone does put in their work, and you just got to think that not everyone's going to hustle the same as you. Not everyone's going to work as no one. I don't expect everyone to stay as late as we do. And Alex can vouch. Whenever we started, we would work from 8 a.m, and then if stuff had to be delivered, we'd be there till 2, 3 a.m. And that's the reason I like, we can do that, but I do not expect everyone to. I don't expect the guys working with us to do that. Everyone, they have families. I'm not trying to take time away from their families to be at the shop and stuff like that. So whenever we were painting a big boat, it was like let's say 40-something foot boat. We at the time, we had a guy working with us, and he was there for about a year and a half, 2 years, whenever we got the big project. And we were there, came in at 8, came in at 4 a.m, worked through the day, left till 8 p.m. And we told our helper, his name was Chava. We told our helper, I was like, hey, Chava, once 12 o'clock hits, once we get to a good stopping point, feel free to go home, man. Like I'm not trying to kill you over here. Like we're going to stay here, but you can go home at 12, that's fine. And then obviously, we understand like, it was a long day. So we kind of, like gave him a little bonus at the end. But yeah, like I said, managing people is a lot different, because we do it, but we need to understand that we can't expect them to do it also, because and I wouldn't leave the shop and say, hey guys, you guys need to stay till 9 p.m. You guys need to stay till 8 p.m. and then me leave. I feel bad for that. I would never do that. Anything that I would ask someone like, hey, to do, I won't ask someone unless I know that I would also do the same thing. Yeah, because at the end, you don't want to wear them out. If they have stuff to do at 5, it's like, so we're open 8 to 5. That's after that. If you want to stay, that's good. If you don't, I am 100% happy with just 8 to 5. Yeah, even if if you take off early, everyone, we're a small business, so, and we focus a lot like on family. So Alex, he's a coach for the local select team, Tejano Soccer.
Nice.
So Grayson, he's his coach.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my cousin, by the way.
Yeah. So he stays very busy with that. Crazy busy. So like he will also take off a little early, or like, hey, I'm not staying late because I got practice and stuff like that. So like I said, 8 to 5 is good. After that, I don't expect anyone to stay. I don't obligate anyone to stay. There's another guy that works with us that he usually stays he usually stays with me after hours. But if I just tell him, hey, you want to work a little, put in more hours, or he's like yes or no. If he says no, he's like, is that okay? Like, dude, I'm glad you're here from 8 to 5. After that, I'm not trying to push anyone to stay up over, because I know everyone has a life. The life is not the shop. Life is outside of the shop. We just run it for while we're there, and that's our main focus while we're there. So
yeah, that's a good rule. I like it. That's a great way to manage people. I think Starkey, my dad, said something similar. It was he's not going to ask someone to do something that he wouldn't do himself.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets you. I think it helps your employees kind of respect you and understand that you care.
Yeah, and like sometimes if you go by the shop, sometimes you'll catch me in the office. Sometimes you'll catch me outside. Most of the time, there's been some of our customers that usually, happens to, they always catch me in the office, and they're like, dang, you're just never working. And then and then the day comes whenever they catch me outside in the shop working, then they're like, oh, well, that's a surprise that you're working. And I'm like, you just come at the wrong time and catch me in the office all the time. But I work as much as I can outside also. I'll be coming in and out. If we have a busy day with customers coming in, then I'll be in the office. But so earlier this year when we had the big hailstorm, it was hard for me to get out in the shop. Like I would dedicate probably 3 full days inside the office just working on estimates, and we'll be working through that storm up until next year, I'm sure.
Goodness. I still see quite a few cars with hail damage around town. So.
You'll probably see them for a long time, because that's another thing. The shop across the street from us, Joe Hudson, used to be Gold's. We have a good relationship with them, and they were telling us they were backed up. Their waiting list was a year long. So,
oh my goodness,
wow,
that was a really unfortunate event.
People were texting me. Yeah, people were texting me that I think it was a Sunday, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sure you're happy and everything." Like, no, you have no idea. Like, this is not what body shops do not like hail. Like it's because in the collision business, it's like everyone at one point might get into a little fender bender, an accident, but it's within the span of time. When hail hits, it's one day, and everyone gets hit at the same time.
Yeah.
So you got to think, at one point, everyone gets hit. The next day, everyone is calling a body shop. So it's like getting where there's say 1,000 wrecks the same day in Kerrville, and now they have to be dispersed throughout the shop. So,
oh man,
it's very tough on shops whenever hail hits. I tell Alex, the only thing we get out of it is we get crazy busy, but everyone wants their vehicle fixed at the same time, wants to drive, they drop it off, wants it back as quick as possible. And there's a big list for, for everyone. So, yeah. And I understand all the other shops, get busy. And I just tell people hey, it is what it is. Every shop in Kerrville, we've had some customers, and I tell them, I'm honest. Hey, we're at a point to where we have this much cars ahead of you, and each car usually takes this amount. If you want to look for another shop in San Antonio, Bernie, feel free. It's not hurting anyone's feelings. We just want our customers to be good. If they're happy with a quicker turnaround elsewhere, I'm perfectly fine with that. I even send some of our customers, if we're really busy, I'll send them down to refer them to another local shop here in Kerrville. I'll just call the general manager. Hey, I have one of our customers. We're real busy. Can you take care of them? Yes. And then, all right, they'll take care of you. So yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. A bunch of stuff relies on a lot of connections and friendship because we're good friends with, I would say not real good friends, but we keep a good relationship with a few body shops in town that, if we run into an issue, I feel we have the, the confidence or to call them and ask them for a question. Hey, what do you think about this? Or, have you ran into this? Or, hey, I have a vehicle here. You want to come look at it? You can, if you can do the repair, then I'll send it over. It actually happened with, one of your dad's vehicles. I'm like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
this we're really backed up. This is it was a pretty heavy hit, but I already talked to so and so. If you're good with it and if you know who they are, you have a good relationship, we can, they can take over the repair for us. We try to be upfront, honest, and then
Mm-hmm.
try to help out our customers more than anything, as much as we can. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Has communicating with the customers and being clear with them been a kind of learning curve for you and Alex?
Yeah, I mean, at first we tried to please every single customer, like, hey, but we need it done this day. Okay. And then that's when we'd be
Mm-hmm.
backs against the wall working till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Now to where we say, like, hey, I mean, it was only killing us, the customer didn't know how late we were staying.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, and now the communication it changed to, instead of trying to please everyone, we try to please everyone, that comes into the door in a different way. Like, hey, yes, we can do it, but understand our schedule is pretty backed up. We're straightforward. We're transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is going on. We're waiting on insurance. We try to be transparent, and yeah, communication is the biggest thing that you have to have with the customer, because when people drop stuff off, they just think, okay, once I drop it off, they're starting on it and there's no issues.
Mm-hmm.
People say, like, they'll drop stuff off. We start it, we run into stuff that wasn't on the estimate, other damages that you can't see. And then I tell them, if you want to come into the shop, that's fine. Or I can take pictures, document it, and show you what we need additional.
Mm-hmm.
So very transparent. And some of them will say, like, I trust you. If you want to take pictures, that's fine. If I'm around town, around the area, I'll hop in and we can look at it. That way, what we do hate is giving people surprise bills, because
Yeah.
some shops do that and, like, okay, we're done with the vehicle. This was additional. Well, they didn't know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try to be
It does.
transparent and show them, it's going to be this much. Do you want to go ahead and proceed, or do you want to leave that and wait, or make a decision? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, being transparent with customers is one of the biggest things that we have to do to try to keep everyone happy at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then doing that, it builds really, really strong relationships with customers. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good. You get the repeat business.
yeah.
And then referrals, I think, in the area are strong with any small business.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's
for sure.
important.
Mhm. Yeah. With we build relationship with some of our customers that, I mean, one of our customers say, like, their kids were little when we started, now, and they've been repeat customers. Sometimes they'll just pop in to say hello. They'll come in 30 minutes, talk for a little bit, and all right, it has nothing to do with business. It's just like, how was y'all's weekend, stuff like that. And then, it becomes to where, like, now their kids are driving and everything.
Yeah.
So now they're coming in also, same thing. Sometimes just to say hi and stuff like that. Gone to their weddings and stuff, because so a customer, they become like real close friends.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes to where more like we're not doing business with them. We're just working alongside them, working with them, like doing what, obviously they need it, but I don't see it as a money deal anymore with some of our repeat customers. And I don't see it as like that with any of our customers. It's more of we're trying to help people out, put them back on the road, get them going. It's not, it's more or less for us to get a relationship going than just a dollar sign coming in through the door.
Yeah.
We don't, our main focus on it is not, just trying to pull as much jobs in to make as much money as we can. You know? Like we rather focus on our quality and just build a relationship. And we have not one, not two, but a lot of customers that we've became good friends with now. So
that's great.
Yeah. And I know it's real good because we can, we'll text them when they're on vacation, they'll text us. And when we're out on vacation, we'll text them where we're at and stuff like that. It becomes to where it doesn't even, like, I would say, involve the business anymore. It just involves, like friends outside, I'm sure you have friends outside of business that it just becomes people like that,
Yeah.
just friends now more than
Yeah.
anything. They just happen to use us for their repairs and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So for like example, your dad, he goes out to the soccer fields because of Adair's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll run into him, and we just say hello and stuff like that. And that's really it's pretty cool to do that, because I don't want to get into a situation where sometimes if you kind of screw someone over, then you run into them when you're having dinner.
Yeah.
You,
It's a
you
small
give,
town.
yeah, you give them the cold, you just turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to, everyone that goes through, if I run into them in town, I want to stop what I'm doing, say hello, and and it's more or less than that, because the other way, I'm not trying to kind of go away from people because we had a bad experience. So and like I mean, every business does have like an issue, but we try to resolve that with the customer as best as possible, even if it means us losing money or if misunderstandings. If we just hey, it was a misunderstanding, let's try to work things out, and then better for the customer, better for us, and everyone. As long as everyone leaves happy whenever they're done, then we're 100% happy. It doesn't matter that, like I said, the dollar signs don't matter. The relationship does to us. So.
Yeah, that's a great way to guide your business, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Really strong way to do it. And I think it builds great relationship with customers.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
We even had some, one of our customers, he has a collection of cars, and he travels a whole lot for business. Also, he goes to Mexico and stuff. He does boots. He has have you heard of Twisted X Boots?
Oh yeah.
So he's the founder of that. He actually sold that.
Really?
Yeah. And now he's trying to start another project and stuff like that. And we've done quite a few of his cars, and he says, hey, I'm going to be out for so-and-so, amount of time. But I can drop off the vehicle. I'll leave you a blank check. And I'm like, no, I highly, highly, really, really do appreciate the that he has that. Well, how would you say?
Trust.
Yeah,
confidence.
the trust in us for that. But I told him, don't worry about it. If we finish it sooner, we'll deliver it, and then you can come back whenever. I don't like to. I do appreciate it, but I told him, no, we're good. You can take care of it when you're back, And he's like, no, I just don't want you. I want to get you paid once you're done. And I'm like, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. So that's the kind of trust that we've built up, the relationship we've built up, and then as far as the same thing at his place, he can. If we finish up a car, he's not in town, I'll run it down to his house. I'll just, hey, just left your house, left the truck so and so, and then like he gives gate codes, stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's not. And when we started it, we liked doing it, so we didn't start Alex and me didn't start thinking as we're going to do this to make a lot of money, and I feel like that's what makes it to where now you're thinking the way we think, it's not about the money. We didn't start this to become rich. We started it because we enjoy doing it. So now it's like, obviously money is a tool. Everyone needs it.
Of course.
You need it for everything, but the main focus, we don't come to work to make this, we come to work to get stuff done, make everyone happy, enjoy what we do, because at a point, whenever it got really stressful, it was like, golly, dude, I enjoy this, but this is too much. But so we kind of try to schedule out, because like I said, whenever we started, everyone wants their stuff. Yes, bring it. Yeah. Now it's like, yes, but we need time for everyone, so
you guys set realistic expectations.
Yeah. At the beginning, the expectation was, let's please everyone, and then we'll worry about what we have to do. We have to come in Saturday, Sunday till work 15-hour days. We'll worry about that later. But now it's like, let's worry about us first, and what everyone has going on. Like, we can't expect everyone to put in 16-hour days, 7 days a week, So that's also like, we just kind of spread everyone out, and then yes, you can wait. If not, I can even help you find a spot elsewhere, at a different shop that'll take care of you also.
Yeah.
And then after, when we do that, I send them down. After their repairs done, I kind of call them, hey, everything go good over there? Like, they
Mm-hmm.
take care of you, everything, you're good, happy, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had that to where it happens. They go there, yes, that's fine. Everything's happy. Everyone's happy. And then they come back when they have another incident, they'll come back to us, So it's
Yeah.
not like they go out and then, oh, now we're only using the shop that you sent us to. They'll
Yeah.
check with us like, hey, how backed up are you? Are you good to take this in? And we're like, yeah, we got you. We can put you in. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like, I don't think like whenever I send them out that we're losing a customer forever. I
No.
just think like, hey, on this particular project, we can't get to it as soon as you need it. So if you don't mind going over here, I kind of set you up. I'll call them, make sure they're good.
Yeah.
But on the, in the future, they do come back. So yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, I feel like the main thing here in Kerrville is the relationship with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So quick story. Our barber, another local barber, he left town and he's like, hey, I'll send you my client list. He was going to sell him his client list.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I was like, that sounds real good, because that barber had lots of clients. I was like, that sounds real good, but people don't go to you for just that, They don't go just for a haircut. It's
Mm-hmm.
for the vibe that you give them, the conversation you have.
Yeah.
So someone that, you can buy that client list, that doesn't guarantee you that you're going to get all those clients,
Yeah.
because they might go to you and you might have a different vibe from the other barber, like
Mm-hmm.
they go to you for the vibe, for the conversation, for the relationship, like I was saying in the business. I mean, a lot of it, obviously you have to do good work and stuff like that. But after that, if everyone does the same quality work, they're going to you for the relationship and the vibe that you give them between you and the customer, So
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
yeah, that's a big deal here in Kerrville. Maybe in big towns, I mean, we've never ran a shop in a big city. So in the big city, everyone's like, they're not as nice, they just want to, everyone seems kind of a little bit more stressed in a big city.
Mm-hmm.
And Kerrville
Yeah.
is not that.
No.
Like Kerrville
Mm-hmm.
is more laid back. Everyone, you'll run into people that you've just familiar faces, stuff like that. People say hi just at the store, So that's what I'm saying. You're selling more of a relationship at that point. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
so I had one more question I wanted to ask you before you go. And it's, if you had one piece of advice for anyone looking to start a business in the hill country, what would it be?
But I think from what the experience we've had is don't look at it as a money deal.
Yeah.
Don't start a business only thinking that you're going to make a lot of money on it. Start it based on something you love, something that you don't mind, like I said, staying 15 hours a day, something that you don't mind doing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you start something only as a money deal, it, you'll get burnt out quick. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter maybe if you make a lot of money on it, but at one point you're like, well, I'm making a lot of money, but I'm not really enjoying the way I'm making it.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, Jorge,
Yeah.
so whenever it was barely this summer that he did the soccer league, and my nephew went out there and we would go out there watch his games. And then whenever I pulled up to his place, it's on a hill, so I drove up, and then you can't see it from the on the road.
Mm-hmm.
When we went up there, and I was like, dang, this thing is legit, like it's pretty sweet. And then the season went on, the season ended, and then he would text Alex like, hey, we're doing what they called I think it's Familia Day, to where older, so like people, guys our age, older guys, and the kids could go out and play on Sundays. And then we started going out there on Sundays. We would play, and then got to talking with him, and I was like, so what do you do for work? And he's like, this is it, brother. Like, this is what I do. And then I was like, oh, legit? He's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, that's super, super cool.
Yeah.
Because he turned what he loved into a business, but he didn't do it for the money. He did it for what, he loved. And I feel that's like, you'll go far. Anyone's trying to start is, if you love doing it, I think you'll be happier with it than if you just start it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Absolutely.
also, be transparent with customers. I mean, everyone has to understand, people have families. Things don't always go exactly as planned, but don't try to hide stuff from customers,
Yeah.
Just be honest. Hey, if you think I'm being honest, if you think this is an issue or is something that you don't want to proceed with, then just let me know.
Yeah.
I had a customer come in today and he's like, hey, I'm starting a new job out in Camp Verde. He's on the schedule for Hale, and they had mentioned they have a guy in Bernie doing their repairs. I'm like, you're not, honestly, we're so busy. I can't tell you an exact date. I can give you an approximately, so and so month,
Mm-hmm.
but just if you don't want to wait, I'm 100%. I just want you to be happy, and if you want a quick repair, then quickly done, then go over there.
Yeah.
Like I said, it becomes a whole lot easier when you're transparent with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Way easier.
Absolutely.
Because you're not trying to hide anything from anyone. So you're just like, this is what it is. This is, it just is what it is, and there's nothing we can change about it. We try our best to speed things up, but at the end of the day, we can't. You're not in control of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the biggest thing also in business. Like, you have to only try to manage what you can, because there's stuff that you will not be in control of.
Yeah.
Like parts, back ordered parts. We had parts that are back ordered 6 months. That
Mm-hmm.
What do you gain by being upset if that's nothing you can control? Just manage what you can control. What you can't control, then try to work around it or figure something out. But
Yeah.
because if you try to manage everything, then you'll just find yourself stressed out more than anything, and then it'll be worse than what the original problem you started with.
Yeah. You'll have angry customers on your door calling you every minute.
And on our business cards also, I have I tell them that's my personal cell. You can call or text me anytime. Sometimes I get calls, like 8 at night. Sometimes I'll get calls whenever I'm laying in bed. I'll text like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, it's midnight, dude. Like, let me get back to you. At 8 when I go back into the shop or in the office. But it's just part of it. Like I said, if you build a relationship, it becomes to where it's like, I don't have a customer calling me. I have someone that I know is a buddy of mine now calling me about what his next project is, or what stuff like that. So it becomes easy. Try to be as friendly as you can. So when we started at the beginning on our business cards is, it had our info, and then our motto was treating every customer like family. So that's what we try to do. So and then same thing, people drop off their stuff, we'll run them down like, hey, I don't have a ride, I might get an Uber. I'm like, no, don't, you don't need to do that. Like, we'll run you down. Well, I live in Hunt. We've done that a million times. It doesn't matter, like we'll run you down to Hunt. It's okay. Like, we'll go. If you don't have a ride on the way back, 2 of us will go. I'll take the vehicle that we repaired, and then Alex will follow me down, and then we'll just come back. I think people think that it's a big deal for everyone, but to us, it's not. But they see it as like, oh, like they'll appreciate it more. But to us, it's just like, we're just doing what we started and planned to do, is just being, treat every customer like family. Like, you would do that for your family, do it for the customer. Like, we don't see it as a big deal. It's not. We might be super slammed at the shop, but we always have time to conversate, like with the customers that I was saying that'll hop in and talk to us. We always have time for that. We can be busy as heck, but if a customer comes in and wants to have a conversation, we're there for them. So
that's the kind of stuff that builds over those relationships, and they remember it for a long time, if not forever. Not everybody will treat them that way in a business setting, so it's important to do that.
Like I said, a lot of businesses, I mean, I'm not trying to knock them or anything, but a lot of business will only focus on dollar amounts, and we're not. That's the every business, successful business, needs to focus on that. Because you obviously can have bad, good, and everything. But we try to make that the final focus. The first one is the relationship. Second one, even if we're if we have to lose a little bit, put more time in something that we didn't expect, the main focus is the relationship. Make sure everyone's happy, and then at the end of the day, when everyone's gone, then we can sit down and see what we made, what we didn't make, and stuff like that. So and luckily we've been blessed enough to where it's been good to at the end of the day we look back and say like we're doing good. We're doing good enough to where every day we can come into work and every bills are paid, house over, roof over our head. So everyone is doing good. I had a customer, and actually one of our vendors, he had said that like our goal here also is not everyone's going to get rich, but everyone can eat well. So
I like that.
And I think that's pretty fair, so as long as everyone's good, then we're fine with that, even if we're not making a heck load of money or a ton of money. That like I said again, I repeat myself over and over, the goal wasn't to make a lot of money, it was to enjoy what we do. And I think we're nailing it on the head with that. So
that's great to hear.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Well, I don't have any more questions for you, but I do want to open it up, give you a chance to shout out the business and anything coming up if you'd like. Throw the address and phone number out there as well.
Yeah, for sure. So name of the business, NVS Customs and Collision. We do everything from minor touch-ups to complete overhauls on vehicles. So frame off, we start, every nut and bolt gets looked at, gets replaced, and then wiring, everything. So from the minor things, just a simple touch-up or a simple buff because you scuffed your vehicle, up to full restoration, we do. We're located at 2434 Junction Highway, and that's right in between Ingram and Kerrville. I always tell everyone, across from Gold's. Now it's Joe Hudson, but we're right across the street from them. If anyone wants to stop by, like I said, just have a conversation or even just ask for advice on how to go about repairing a vehicle or anything like that. Just hop in. Guy across the street, he goes in sometimes like, hey, what having trouble with this? We'll help you out. Our knowledge is free to everyone. So if anyone wants to stop by, just have a conversation or talk about, like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, and we always have time for customers. So whoever wants to come on by, just stop by. If you're getting into a little accident, we'll help you out, deal with we deal. So our deal is, people don't know how to kind of deal with the insurance biz a lot. So our deal is like, hey, once you get into an accident, just get a claim going. We'll take over from there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because it becomes real confusing. It's hard for people to read an estimate, just like, well, what are they doing to my vehicle? They don't know. And what we try to do is like, well, just start the claim, and then we'll take over. We'll take care of you. We'll take over from there. And then once you get it back, Phil, you're at ease that it was repaired correctly and everything like that. So
that's great.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Y'all give them a shout if you have any car needs. They are a bit humble. They do amazing work, high quality work, and they are great customer relation people. So go make friends with Juan, and what was your brother's name? Alex. That's right.
Yep.
Go be friends with them and ask them for any help regarding any collision needs and insurance needs as well. That can be a hairy one. So reach out and use those resources.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for coming by, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.